American Financing, saving homeowners over $800 every month by using your home's equity to pay off high-interest debt. American Financing, America's home for home loans. AmericanFinancing.net/progress.
Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
Now look, the Kamala Harris answer to this is to take law-abiding American citizens' guns away from them. That is what Kamala Harris wants to do. She says, look, I don't like this. I don't like to admit this. I don't like that this is a fact of life.
Oh, school shootings are a fact of life, according to the Republicans.
Apparently,
Yeah,
no.
just get over it. That would be the Trump Vance plan.
Walk
get
it
over
off.
it.
Walk it off.
Back to life. Yeah, walk it off. Run it off, as your high school gym teacher used to say. Right, yeah. Wow.
Put some Bactine on it.
Yeah,
Wow.
Bactine will help.
Yeah. Doesn't it help everything? What is it in the Big Fat Greek Wedding? Windex. Just put some Windex
Yeah,
on
there
it.
you go.
It'll be fine. Wow. This... He is just bad at this, J.D. Vance, but... Yeah, Donald Trump did tell a crowd we have to just get over it right after a school shooting. I forget which one. How can we remember which one it is? Because we have so, many.
Right.
Speaking of unraveling like a cheap suit, wow. Of all the 11 billion reasons Donald Trump should not be president, this answer on childcare.
Oh my God.
Oh dear God, this made me buy more popcorn for Tuesday's
like 6
debate.
minutes
What
long.
have we been saying for 8 years? He doesn't know anything about anything. He is a cheap timeshare salesman. It is always word salad and gobbledygook. And because the mainstream media doesn't do their job, Kamala Harris will have to do it all, I guess,
will.
on Tuesday.
She will.
But this is, oh my God.
I couldn't. It was just.
Okay.
The childcare one is 5 through 7.
Okay. Well, best of luck to all of us. So, okay, here we go. Yes, this would be
In
fine.
November, can you commit to prioritizing legislation to make childcare affordable? And if so, what specific piece of legislation will you advance?
Well, I would do that, and we're sitting down. I was we had Senator Marco Rubio, and my daughter Ivanka was so impactful on that issue. It's a very important issue. But I think when you talk about the kind of numbers that I'm talking about, that, because look, childcare is childcare.
Oh, he went on to be more stupid.
Oh no.
There's something, you have to have it. In this country, you have to have it. But when you talk about those numbers compared to the kind of numbers that I'm talking about by taxing foreign nations at levels that they're not used to, but they'll get used to it very quickly. And it's not going to stop them from doing business with us, but they'll have a very substantial tax when they send product into our country. Those numbers are so much bigger than any numbers that we're talking about, including childcare, that it's going to take care. We're going to have, I look forward to having no deficits within a fairly short period of time.
What does that have to do with
In
childcare?
a very short period of time. Oh, really? Because he's the one that blew up the deficit. But in a very, we're going to have no deficit.
What do tariffs and the deficit have to do with childcare?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And it has nothing to do with childcare.
He went on.
Okay.
Coupled with the reductions that I told you about on waste and fraud and all of the other things that are going on in our country, because I have to stay with childcare. I want to stay with childcare, but those numbers are small relative to the kind of economic numbers that I'm talking about, including growth, but growth also headed up by what the plan is that I just told you about. We're going to be taking in trillions of dollars.
Are we?
And as much as child care is talked about as being expensive, it's relatively speaking not very expensive compared to the kind of numbers we'll be
Average
taking in. We're going to
person.
make this into an incredible country that can afford to take care of its people.
So you're saying I need to buy the undercoating with the timeshare condo?
Yes, you do.
Why does a condo need undercoating?
Because of the salt on the road, Stephanie.
Exactly.
Oh, in case you take your condo out for a drive?
Right.
Yeah.
In North Dakota in the winter.
Right.
Right. Morning Joe's crew mocked his rambling, incoherent answer.
Wouldn't
right. Scarborough said the answer is like a 6th grade book report presentation. Little Donnie obviously did not read this. He promised to pay down the debt, balance the budget in 2016, raised it more than any president in the history of this republic. Now he's going, because of my high tariffs, because of my high taxes on working class Americans, my high taxes on middle class Americans, we're going to balance the budget quickly, and we're going to make so much money, I don't even have to talk about childcare. That's pretty much, oh my God. Stephanie Rule, went off.
Oh, yeah, she
Because, first of all, this is at the Economic Club of New York?
Yes.
I said the fact that he said this there is next level nonsensical, and what's most galling is every single person there knows it. He was truly sad he's going to eliminate the deficit, which he at last ballooned, and pay for childcare with tariffs. Blanket tariffs do one thing: they jack up the cost of foreign-made goods to American consumers. That is it. A silent room made one thing clear: they will nod through this nonsense for tax cuts. I mean.
He was filling out a blue book with a lot of adjectives and
He needed to have so many pages on his book report.
Right.
But this is good news. The father has been arrested of the Georgia
thank
shooter.
God.
I'm glad they're starting to do that.
The FBI comes and talks about a threat that has been posted. He buys him an AR-15 for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, I say, what's the phrase? Lock him up.
Yes.
So this is going to echo. We'll
both
talk
up.
to Glenn Kirshner.
That kid needed help, and he did not get
He
help,
apparently-
and he murdered four people,
He apparently begged for her. The mother was arrested too for a bunch of
Other
But
problems.
He apparently begged for mental health help. And by the way, Republicans all voted against that as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mental health
Yep.
counseling. So this is okay. Mommy has overstartled response. What's happening?
Rightfully
Yeah,
so.
we
We all
do
do.
too. We
We
do
all
too.
do too.
It's garbage day. It could be
Okay.
garbage.
It could just be that.
Okay. Let's hope so.
Let's hope so.
Okay.
Hey, you got two of us here now. I
Oh,
might be
I
little,
forgot
but I'm strong.
I forgot to open the dog door, so there might be poop. Okay. Anyway, so the father was arrested, facing charges including second-degree murder and voluntary manslaughter for letting his son possess a weapon. Thank you. So this was the Crumbleys in April, right? Back in Michigan.
Detroit.
Good.
Yeah.
More of this, please.
Yes.
Right?
That kid was let down by law enforcement and his family. Because otherwise he wouldn't have killed 4 people.
right.
I almost dropped an F-bomb.
Thank you. The boy had. This show is a complete block of spicy Jody. Can I just
It
say?
is.
Oh, it is.
You must listen to the Bob Seska show for the full Jody Hamilton experience.
That's fun.
The boy'd struggle with his parents' separation, often got picked out in school. We've heard this story how many times? The teen frequently fired guns, hunted with his father, who photographed him with deer's blood on his cheeks with a thing
that's
saying, "This
lovely.
was the best day ever." This was the 30th mass killing in the U.S. so far, and it's only September, everybody. So good. Good.
Good.
That the I don't even. What was the mother's rap sheet? I mean,
Oh, methamphetamine,
Right.
all sorts of
Yeah.
burglary,
Right.
drunk driving. I mean, this kid
yeah,
grew up in an awful environment, and nobody helped him, and he killed 4 people.
yeah. Okay, and JD Vance says that's just a reality. It's just a fact of life.
Fact of life.
just a
Get
fact
over
of
it.
life.
Like the wacky sitcom.
Yeah, facts of life.
Everyone just get used to it.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Walk it
sorry.
off.
I prefer the Kamala Harris, Tim
too.
Walz campaign. It does not have to be this way.
Does not.
Can I just say, this campaign, framing it perfectly, they obviously commented, as a lot of people did, on what JD Vance said. And here we go again with this, as Shannon Watts told us yesterday, bull.
Yeah.
We did not see an S-bomb coming from Shannon Watts
No, we did not.
on her
But we
maiden
got one.
voyage.
Poor
on the
Chris
Stephanie
almost had a
Miller
heart
show.
attack.
But
Yeah,
we got
but-
one. Yeah.
But it is indeed bull. Shannon, you are correct. Just talking about stricter, gun laws won't help. We have to bolster security at our schools. How many schools have had how many armed guards? How many cops were at Uvalde? How many times are we going to do this stupid talking point? The shooter has the element of surprise.
Exactly.
Half the time there is a trained armed person there. It's just these stupid old talking points. I just hope people are tired enough of them finally.
And these bolstered security measures cost a lot of money, but the Republicans refuse to pay for it.
Thank you.
Right. The Harris campaign said yesterday, Vice President Harris said it doesn't have to be this way in response to another senseless shooting. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance think school shootings are a fact of life and we have to get over it. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance will always choose the NRA and the gun lobby over our children. That is the choice in this
Amen.
election.
That is true.
I mean, that and 1,000 other critical issues, but, that one, to me, seems like it should be one of the top of the list. By the way, we are so old, we forgot that it is our anniversary. Thank you. Tim is the official keeper of the facts of the Stephanie Miller Show.
Happy anniversary.
It's tomorrow. Happy 20th anniversary, a day early stuff. Thank you, Tim.
But be careful you don't spill it. Happy anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. David Hoff said, congratulations, Stephanie Miller Show, on 20 years of being our favorite left-wing wacko. Also to Chris, Jody, the whole crew, present and past. We so miss Jim. Thanks for 2 decades of cogent commentary, thoughtful interviews, and combined with fart jokes. You are welcome.
So you started this when you were 22?
Yes, 22 years old. Can you believe that? Right out of college,
I
started this show.
I was an ovum.
Yes, he needed a work permit from his parents. I feel like we should play Yankee Doodle Fart in honor of 20 years of fart jokes.
All right.
Yeah, I thought it was the day after Labor Day. I trust him. He knows everything.
Trust everybody else. That Mima Sue too. She said the same.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did. She said happy anniversary. See.
Oh, Sue in Rockville said, Steph and all the mooks have a great show in Portland. Remember to turn on your home security. Yes.
Wow, yeah.
Yes. So noted. Thank you. Celebrating 20 years of the Stephanie Miller Show. Oh, 9/7. What's today? Oh, that is tomorrow.
It is.
September 7th. We started with just Anchorage. You weren't even there yet because you were late.
What?
Because I called you and said, get over here from Phoenix. And you're like, when? I'm like, now, yesterday.
I had to give 2 weeks notice.
Oh, screw them. 20 years
It's
later.
the right thing to do.
Oh, screw those people.
That's a minimum notice.
America needed him.
I gave her 2 weeks notice when I went to Palm Springs, and she said that wasn't enough.
Yeah, well.
You got to give like 6
Yeah,
weeks.
thanks for that period of the show.
Well, should we name everybody who's been associated with the show?
No.
I remember him printing
was some
his
dark-
resumes here.
Well,
There were some dark periods.
We had Greg Sullivan. He was
No,
our first
okay,
hire.
shush. Ghosts of Stephanie Miller Show Christmas Past. Shush.
Nobody remembers
Remember we
Greg.
had this. We started in the studio with the Spankmaster 2000.
We did.
Wow.
It was in the Playboy studios.
We were in the Playboy radio studios.
Jim was quite an aficionado of the Spankmaster, I must say.
And the assorted stone dildos.
And awesome. He was
Wow.
often late coming back from breaks because he was watching porn in the break room.
They had porn on the screens in the break room. They seriously
It's
did.
Playboy.
How
Of
long
course
could
they
it
did.
take to get coffee?
And they also had a
Are
Playboy.
you making extra cream again? Stop it.
Ms.
They
Miller.
had like the Cadillac of coffee makers there, though. That was
I know.
nice.
That was nice. I
Yeah.
missed that.
And they had a Playboy pinball machine in the break
yeah.
room.
So we had Anchorage, and then the next day we had Asheville. That
Asheville.
was it. We had 2 states.
And Columbus came there.
Columbus.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a lot of the community calendar stuff that was happening at the Piggly Wiggly in Columbus.
Because-
mostly phone calls were just related
Yeah.
to stuff happening at the Piggly Wiggly in Columbus.
Because Columbus thought that we were their show.
Alrighty then.
I'm like, technically, this is a national show.
Right.
Well,
We're growing.
You were growing at that point.
Right.
We're just a baby.
You were Anchorage and where else?
I was only 22. I was only
That's
22.
across the country.
Chris, I was 22. I didn't know. I was a baby. I didn't know how to, I was just starting a
Okay,
national
how
radio
old-
show on the fly.
How old were you when we were on ABC radio networks?
was in
Oh,
her
a child
teens.
star. That was, as
She
you
was in her
recall, you remember I
teens.
was frequently called the Shirley Temple of radio. Okay.
This is not going to work.
Anniversaries make the big lie fall apart, just unravel like a cheap suit.
And Chris was what, 6 years old when he started working
Yes.
with you?
And
Yes.
when I used to listen to you at night on KFI, how old were you?
Again, almost.
She was like 12.
Right? Yes, it was
Around the OJ trial.
It was after my after-school daycare
She was
program
she was
that I got to
15.
host a show on KFI.
If she was born in 81, she was 15 during the OJ
And
trial.
you were talking about the OJ
Yes,
trial.
yes, and had I thought remarkable insights for a 15-year-old. Chris was just a young weeblo then. It was part of his Boy Scout program.
He was a young colon
That was a
cowboy.
gay joke, a D joke, and a dumb joke, all wrapped into one.
He was a young colon cowboy.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I can't believe I was yesterday years old when I heard the term colon cowboy. By the way, there's great demand for that T-shirt, bulimic ditch liquor and colon cowboy in the morning.
Should we put out the request for Robert
feel-
or
Why did they leave Jody out? I
don't
There
know.
had to be something, some sort of generic heterosexual whore joke.
She's
I'm adorable, so
America's sweetheart.
cis hetero. That's kind of boring.
Yeah.
it's boring.
Oh,
isn't
come
it?
on.
Yeah.
Come
So
on.
normal.
Come on, Tom Hagen, our hate
It's so
tweeter.
normal, Tom. Come on.
Come on. She's got to be some sort of straight married whore.
Whore.
Okay, we'll just go with generic whore.
I'm cheap, but I'm not easy.
Okay. All right.
There's the ditch lickers, there's the colon cowboy, and Carol Burnett's daughter.
There we go.
Like a colon cowboy.
There we go.
Riding that. Okay.
I'll show you a Star-Spangled Rodeo.
Oh, goodness gracious. This is... Okay,
It's
I thought
Friday.
Wednesday was weird.
It's Friday, and it's our anniversary. I have to go to Portland tomorrow. Hey, get those last tickets, sexyliberal.com. Look, I'm wearing the shirt. Whee! Okay.
You are.
The first of 3 in September. Yay! It's going to
Not going to be tired at all.
Catch me before I'm AI, while I'm still alive.
Oh,
Okay.
You can bet that the guy who owns the show that's trying to kill you for life insurance money is trying to figure out AI as we speak.
It's much cheaper just to have me.
Okay.
Today, we're taking a break to explore Labor Day. What's the history behind this holiday and why do we celebrate it? Let's unpack the origins and meaning of Labor Day and see how it reflects the contributions of workers across the nation.